to Extra Time. Jules is still with us, as well as Nedum and Shaka. Shall we dive right in? Nedum, you're sweating.
It's because I saw that turtleneck in the show.
You know who loves a turtleneck? Jules loves a turtleneck.
Oh,
I feel like a lot of French people
class.
love turtlenecks, don't they, Jules?
Class.
It's classy.
Yeah, it's very classy. Nedum is a very classy man too.
Oh, Jules, thank you.
Jeez Louise, this bromance. He's coming for your
Oh,
bromance
you've no
with
idea, by the
Eberici
way.
Eze. Speaking of this bromance, this is the perfect first question to start with Nedum. This is coming from Stevie Nichols' personal assistant, and he wants to know, Nedum, start, bench, drop these potential roommates for the 2026 World Cup coverage. Sebi Salazar, Jules, or Dan Thomas? You have roomed with two, haven't you?
I wouldn't just drop Dan Thomas. I would volley him over the balcony. Okay.
You're drop kicking.
Oh, I will drop kick him to the moon.
He's
Yeah.
only a little guy.
He is. That's why I do it.
He's a little guy.
Shout out to Dan. I love him. He's funny, but I'll see him away from the room.
Follow him to...
And then, to be fair, in the last World Cup, Jules was in the level below. Spent a lot of time with him, and Sebi was with me in the room, and that was good fun. So.
I know that.
Listen, I've done it with Sebi, and he's class. I think he's like 8.5, 9 out of 10. But I think for Jules, there's a chance of a 10. So I'm going that way.
Jules.
I'll see you over there, brother.
Ah, boy.
Oh, guys. Yeah.
I mean, you picking Jules, you better just hope John Dahl Thomas is nowhere
Honestly.
around.
Oh, sorry, it's true.
Ah,
it's true.
boy, John Dahl Thomas is top of the tree for Jules.
Can I just say that I was at that World Cup too, and the bromance that flourished between Jules and Nedum, they were finishing each other's sentences, they were going to the gym
That's where it all
together,
started.
they were playing football together. That is where this started.
To be fair, it was the same for Sebi as well. Spent a lot of time with Sebi, playing football, just not hitting the gym. But yeah, Sebi's
No,
top
but you
guy.
did say Jules is he has something a bit more special, with all due respect. A little je ne sais, what is it? Je ne sais quoi? A little je ne sais quoi?
C'est quoi? Yeah.
Yeah. And then we got rid of Nedum and brought in Shaka, and I was happy.
Make a note of that.
Nades, you know you're special.
And you and Shaka as well. Do you remember that trip in the desert as well, all together? It was amazing.
Yes, that was a nice
was
one
good.
where we were on camels, and then I got COVID
yeah.
after, so that wasn't good.
Yeah.
Anyways, missed the semifinals.
Oh,
It's okay.
oh boy.
But I'm a trooper. I made it for the final because professional.
Okay.
All right. Kartik Sharma wants to know, who will have a bigger redemption season? Jack Grealish or Marcus Rashford, Jules?
That's a good one. I like the move from Grealish to Everton. I think that could work well for him. The move from Rashford to Barcelona is a bit more surprising to me, considering how good they were attacking-wise last season without him. Because I'm just not sure where it fits. If Lamine and Rafinha and Lewandowski are fit, there's no room there for Marcus Rashford. Whereas I think Grealish starts for Everton, and I think could do well in that team. So I go for Jack, but I want Rashford to have a good season, obviously, in La Liga. But I think Grealish is probably the one I would put slightly ahead.
Chaka?
Fully agree with everything Jules just said. That's all I got.
Wow, he's coming for your bromance.
No, I would agree as well. I think Grealish is probably going to start more games. That's the first part. And I think Rashford being in that environment for Barca where they're going to be in the Champions League, trying to win the league again, that'll be really good and exciting. But I don't know if he's going to be a prominent player within that, given how good Rafinha was, at times as captain, looking at Lamine Yamal, looking at Lewandowski, like that speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Whereas for Grealish, I think him being able to stay living where he lives in Manchester, to play for a team like Everton who are in that new stadium, to play for a team like Everton, which is a big family club, they look after their own and, they have that sort of like drive, and David Moyes is manager. I think it's the perfect place for him right now in his career.
All right, there you have your answer. Dan's fancy dress shorts.
Easy for you to say.
I almost said Dan's fancy short dress. I was like, uh-oh. Nedum, with your promotion relegation expertise, who are your picks for the 3 teams going up from the championship this season?
Wow. Who went down? Forgot.
This season.
Last year he went down?
Who did go down again?
Forgot already.
God, we have to do too many things. But who's coming up?
Well, I'll tell you based on who went down.
Southampton?
That's too easy.
Southampton.
Southampton went down.
Yeah.
Leicester.
Leicester, yes.
Yeah.
Who's the third one again?
Who's the third team? I've literally
Wow.
forgotten.
And Ipswich.
Ipswich.
Oh yeah, Ipswich.
I don't think Ipswich will come up, and I think this year there might be one of those 2 teams promoted from League One, but I'm going to go for Birmingham over Wrexham.
Sorry, our friends at Wrexham. Hope you didn't hear that. We're all within the same family.
Yeah, I can
I
apologise.
guess you won't be invited to any Deadpool movies
No,
anytime
to be fair, I'm notoriously wrong, so that's fine. I would rather I didn't pick them. Think of it that way.
Shaka, what say you?
Whereas before I agreed fully with Jules because I thought he was spot on what he said, I'm agreeing fully with Nedum because I have no idea otherwise.
Okay, fair.
I just don't know why. I have no idea.
I've got a shout out to Jules, by the way, on the show. When he picked the 3 to go down, he didn't pick the 3 that came back up. I like that, Jules.
Risque.
And he snuck in Wolves there, which hasn't been mentioned by a lot of people.
I actually had Wolves to go down.
A lot of people have been leaning Brentford because of how much change there is. But I'm a believer.
Wolves looking a bit dodgy, right? But I also did have United in our top 6, so. But so did Ian Dark. So before you come at me, the great Ian Dark also had United finishing in the top 6, so I think I'm in good company. Let's move on. Felix wants to know, how do you all feel about England goalkeeper Hannah Hampton throwing Spain's goalkeeper's water bottle notes away during penalty kicks of the Women's Euro? Shaka, goalkeeper question. Is it just parts of the game? This is what you do?
It's not something I would have done.
Very unsportsmanlike.
But did you have notes on bottles back then, though?
Oh, hell no.
That's what I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody get the VCR so we can see where people took penalties in the
Right?
past.
No, nobody didn't have that kind of
VCR, wow.
back then. I'm not sure. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of it. Listen, I like competition. I like fair competition, and while that's, I guess, is available to be done or there to be done, I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I'm not really buying into that as much because you can talk about the water bottle thing and kicking it away. Firstly, Katakol can get the bottle back. That's the first bait. The other side, goalkeepers and people taking penalties, there's like gamesmanship happening all the time.
Yeah.
Goalkeeper might stand just shy of the penalty spot as someone walks up. Goalkeeper will stand on the line and say, I'm going this way, move their arms around. Like, football's not so pure, so where somebody just stands there and waits for them to take a kick.
Yeah.
So I'm at ease with it, and ultimately, what difference does it make anyway?
Jules, you and I covered the Women's Euro final. What did you think of it?
I'm more interested in what Katakol, who is the Spanish goalkeeper, said after, because she said that it was a big fat lie. So somebody's lying here. Either it's Katakol or Anna Hampton. But I think with all the cameras in the stadium for that final, we would have seen it happen. And I still haven't seen footage of her throwing a water bottle in the crowd. So I'm not sure I believe her, really.
All right, that settles that then. Next question's for Shaka. But I don't even know if it's a proper question because he says, Shaka, I have a bone to pick with you. In 2024, in an extra time show. Wow, great memory. This is a serious bone. This is pettier than me when I hang on to people's receipts from years. Mainly exes. But in 2024, in an extra time show, in response to Chelsea hiring Enzo Maresca, you said, quote, therefore, everybody who once shared a coffee with Pep Guardiola is going to make a Premier League manager. It just does not work like that. Do you care to walk that back?
I can't even remember walking it in the first place. I'll be really honest with you. He's done great. I don't think there's any denying that. If that's what I said, then I was wrong.
Shaka tends to forget what he says on the show, like within a minute of us ending.
Rightly so as well, by the way.
Yeah.
But what I would add to that, what?
Oh, Shaka forgetting.
Yeah, forgetting. Yeah. Best way to be. What I would say as well. Nice to meet you. People holding on to predictions just over that point where they're probably right and drifting towards them being wrong. I think it was in January or February, Chelsea fans were protesting outside the stadium in regards to Maresca not being good enough and the team not being good enough. This tweet did not arrive at Shaka's doorstep then, but it arrived now that they are world champions. Yeah. Another example to
Shaka
not
has employed Nedum Manua services.
I live a very quiet life online, but for some reason, every Liverpool fan under the sun found out that I didn't pick them to win the league last season a year ago.
Oh. Yeah. Well, Chelsea fans don't like us at the moment.
I mean, that's not new, is it?
Nobody really likes us.
That's true. And if everybody hates you, it means you're doing a good job.
Yeah.
Because that means you're being fair.
United fans don't really like us as well, even though
they've got the biggest red in the world right next to us.
Now, before I heard all the slander, don't you worry. Don't you worry. All right, next question, and this is for everyone. What's the maximum amount one must spend, on an engagement ring? And we've got 3 happily married men here. So, Jules, what's the maximum amount one must spend on an engagement ring from the French perspective?
Is this in relation with the ring that Cristiano bought Georgina.
Probably.
Massive. Yeah, probably that. I don't know how much that costs, but certainly more than I can afford. I mean, I don't know. I think it all depends how much money you have. If you are as wealthy as Cristiano, then yeah, you can spend 10 million, 5 million. That's nothing for you. If you don't have much money, it's the intention, right? It's the gesture. It's not how big the diamond is. Right, it is for some, but you see what I mean? You get my point? So it varies a lot on depending on how much you've got available at the bank, or if you're tight or generous.
Well, this is perfect because now we have two former footballers at this desk, and I'm pretty sure their budgets are a bit higher than Jules's were. But that ring, Cristiano Ronaldo's, reportedly is about $3 to $5 million. Not sure if you guys spent that on yours, but
I'm sure. I did not spend that on mine.
Yeah, I didn't pay dollars.
I am sure.
Okay, so let's put this into perspective. Does anyone have an idea of how much Cristiano Ronaldo makes? Jules, you've got an idea, roughly speaking, how much he makes, Ronaldo?
Oh yeah, it's not shy of 150 million a year.
Okay, so in reality, has he underspent for that ring?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's chump change.
That's quite
See,
tight.
it's an expensive ring, but with context.
so you're saying he
Is he
should have
tight?
gone for like a 10 to 20 milli
What I'm
instead of just a 3
saying
to 5.
is he's counting his pennies. Yeah?
Yeah.
Which
Think of it that way.
He's tight.
Oh,
He's
so
a-
tight to the cramp.
He's a
Cheapskate.
smart man. He has a lot of
Absolute
kids. He's
cheapskate.
planning for the future. You guys know what that's like. But how much did you spend on yours
Well,
in comparison to what you were making when you got engaged?
relatively speaking, it was quite a lot.
Oh,
It's
money
quite a lot.
bags.
I think I probably could have gotten the job done with something cheaper.
Ah.
But, you know, as Jules has said, the emotion of it, and as long as they're prepared to say yes, then does the price really matter? Can you say yes and can you wear it? Whether it's the ring that I got my wife, or a ring like a Haribo ring, for example.
A Haribo
If
ring.
it gets
Stop
the job done.
You're a footballer and getting
If it gets the job, gets the job done, yeah. Listen, if you say it's too cheap a ring, then maybe you're not the right person.
Maybe I'm not. That's why I still don't have one. My ring, I would love to know what the weight of that is like.
A Haribo ring, I'll show you. Don't worry about that.
Not the
The
Haribo
last couple of questions have sparked a response from you, Alexis.
hurt you, Alexis?
You're dealing with a
Who
couple of
hurt
things
you?
here. I'm not sure this is
Do
the
you know
right
what?
place to air those.
This show is therapy for some,
Oh
okay?
boy,
Shaka, what about you?
traumatizing for others.
Traumatizing for others.
I honestly cannot remember what I spent. I got engaged when I was playing for Reading, and I was on the princely sum of £400 a week. I'm not sure I spent more than a week or two's wages on it.
Oh, okay.
I do remember though.
You're $100,000 a week.
What?
$100,000 a week?
I was at £400 a week.
So, no. When you got engaged?
When I got engaged.
Yeah, okay, fair.
When I got engaged, it was £400. And then I remember, like, a few years later, maybe 10 years later or something, my wife and I were out and chatting to this other couple at a bar or something. And the woman asked to see my wife's wedding ring.
Mm-hmm.
And she goes, oh, you all got married very young.
Like, oh, bless.
Like, yeah, oh, he was a teenager. I was like, oh, God,
This is all he
like, oh, boy,
could
this is not looking good.
Does Desha still have that ring, or did you give it a little upgrade?
We had a little upgrade.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Right up Ronaldo ballpark.
Oh, so there you go. Maybe like a couple of weeks' wages is a healthy amount. Don't go for the Cristiano Ronaldo amount. This sounds like a problem I would love to have one
Isn't
day.
there some kind of a guy where it says like 3 months salary?
No.
No. I've well gone past that.
we
I've
don't
gone
do that
way.
anymore. It's whatever
Three
you
months
do.
salary?
It used to be 2 months. And then I think they started saying, yeah, it needs to be 3 months. Seriously.
And that came from all the jewelry lobbyists. Or
That's
whatever, yeah. All
that's
the jewelers,
exactly who it came from.
No, make it 6
Exactly
months of
who
your
it came
wages.
from.
Yeah.
I'm with Jules. It's a sentiment that counts. It could even be a Haribo ring. Whatever that feels like. We push on. Nedum's interior decorator wants to know, for Jules, which French player do you believe will take a giant leap forward in their career this upcoming season?
I mean, there's only one name for me that I want to see really flourish. It's Ryan Cherki at Manchester City. Of course, Ned knows it. We talked about it already. We will talk a lot about him through the season. I think this is the right environment. I think Pep Guardiola can make him a very special player, which he is already, because I've rarely seen, not just me, we have rarely seen somebody so gifted technically in the game in all those years. But it has to work for him. He has to work hard for it. He needs to want it too, which was maybe a little bit of a problem sometimes, that motivation when he was younger. But yeah, that's the one. I'm so excited to see him in that environment in the Premier League. And I just hope he works out and he really goes to the next level, because the next level for him, as good as he is, is a world-class starter for France, Ballon d'Or contender level.
Couldn't agree more. Literally could not agree more. I think before the deal happened, Jules and I we were on this show, and I think a few were saying, it's not the right type of player for Guardiola and so on. And then Jules was explaining the environment, the coaching that he could get, how good he is and how good he could be. And I think that leap that he's talking about to go to world class, I think it's a valid one, because it's about the hard work, the understanding, the environment, the players that you're playing alongside, the level of expectation, being in a new environment, in a new league, like everything's brand new. All the stuff that's existed before in France, when they play against Wolves this weekend, it doesn't matter. This is the new challenge. You're playing here for the first time.
Yeah.
This is how things go. And these are the standards of the players who strive to win leagues year in, year out. That's the type of thing that can elevate a player, and I'm sure Shirky can do it.
All right. Final question now, and this one's for everyone as well. If there was a five-a-side match between ESPN journalists, Jules is going to love this one.
He's going to adore this one.
Between ESPN journalists at their football peak, so Gab, Jules, Mark Ogden, Sid Lowe, and Sebi Salazar, versus a 5 ESPN ex-pros at their current level, so washed up, Shaka, I'm kidding, Shaka, Don, Alec, Craig, and Nedum. Who would win, and what is the score? We cheated a little, Nedum, because you already figured out yours.
So firstly, a bit of respect, please. We're not all washed up.
No, you're very much
We're not all
still
washed
fit.
up. And I think
And Shaka's not washed up.
it's a good question because they're talking about the journalists at their peaks. And I've seen Julian play. I've seen Sebi play.
Would you say Jules is still at his peak, though?
Jules
He's good.
has never been on a decline. That's the thing.
Oh, wow.
So what I would say is that it would be annoyingly be quite tough. And I think I'm in good enough health to be able to stop 2, but I think they've got 3 who could cause some damage.
You said Mark Ogden's pretty good up front.
Oggy's all right, to be fair, Jules. You remember at the World Cup, Oggy's all right. He can do a job. I think the only thing I would say...
Just about.
I think what
Just
I would say,
about.
with all due respect, there are different peaks there because I would, with all due respect to Gab, I don't know how good Gab's peak actually is.
Would you put it in goal?
No, Gab has never picked.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Gab's,
can we really
Gab's more like the peaks in the Netherlands type of peaks, if you know what I mean? So,
Gab is a hill.
yeah,
He's not
exactly.
Gab is a hill. Ogden is not far from a hill. Sid is a hill. So it's me and Sebi. We're not winning this game, I tell
Yeah,
you.
well, I don't know, man. I don't know because I think physically they'd be in a better position, but all the dark arts would come out from all the ex-pros. Type of stuff that some of these haven't seen before. And mentally, I don't know if some of them are in their right headspace to be able to deal with it. Let's just say that.
Shaka?
Yeah, I think the ESPN pundits I'm backing. I'm backing. I'm backing.
Yourself in between the posts?
Yeah, I'm backing Nedum and Ali. And then the rest of us just to
just
You
take
don't
up
think-
space. Do what they need
just to
do.
take up space.
To be
The rest of
fair-
us taking up space.
He didn't put Stevie in there, rude. He did put Don and Ale. So Ale up front, tap-ins.
Ali Nedum.
Craig.
Don will be riding around on his
just-
bike.
I've seen this story play out before, yeah. It would happen like, it will feel like it's going to be a nice game. And then one journalist will say something that's gone a bit too far.
And it's a wrap.
And then before you know it, all the
Studs
aggression
up.
appears.
That is,
And then it gets out of hand.
Yeah, ex-pros have a level of
I've got to put my
aggression.
hand up though. In Doha, I did lose a game of football to Jules, possibly on a couple of occasions. That has happened. Give him credit where it's due.
I
Yeah,
feel like
I
we
It
need
was
remember
not a
clearly.
1v1, but it was not a 1v1. But I did lose a couple of games.
No, but I feel like we need to remind everyone, I have never in my life seen somebody take a 5-a-side, chill, relaxing game as seriously like a World Cup final like Julien Laurent's.
Every game matters.
Literally,
It's not that.
I have never
My
seen...
life is...
Go on,
My time
Jules.
is precious. My time is precious. I'm not going there just to walk around and just take it easy. Yeah, let's pass it. No, I go there, you know.
Oh, my days.
It's true. I've seen it. It's true.
All right, well, remember
Nedum
when...
is like me. Nedum keeps a low profile, but he's like me. Those games, trust me, we made it competitive, him and I.
Yes,
he
sir.
was
Yeah.
like me. And
Yes,
Sebi
sir.
as well.
Yes, sir.
Nedum is a quiet creeper. As you said,
What
like
does that
something.
Excuse me?
I was like,
I beg your pardon?
something here, I don't know, something.
I mean, your aggression in a game, it creeps quietly because, as you said, Nedum's there to have fun. I'm not taking this seriously, no problem, gentlemen. And then somebody will say something and his eyes just go dark.
I'm sweating again.
Yeah.
Nedum's
Thank you very much, Alexis.
Remember when we were out in the desert in Doha? I think we have a little trip down memory lane.
Ah,
Oh, no way.
This is Shaka
Oh,
and
boy.
Jules
Just wait,
Shaka's
just
going
wait.
for the longest
I'm gonna win.
stand.
I'm gonna win.
Hey, look at
Do
this.
you see what I mean? Jules takes everything so
this was
competitively.
this was the same Jules that was talking about fairness before.
Exactly, but he
Yeah,
plays. Do you remember when Nedum said he would volley that away? That is literally what Shaka did to Jules.
Look at this.
Look at this in slow
Please.
motion.
Yeah, no,
Look
man.
at this.
Could have popped your shoulder.
I went straight back to France.
Oh my days. So if you thought that Shaka's another quiet keeper.
What?
Creeper.
No,
What is it?
No,
So he's a keeper, I'm a creeper.
He's a keeper, you're the creeper. Oh my days. All right, well.
Okay.
Nedum's actually sad seeing that video because he complained about how we waited for him to leave Doha to then do a desert trip together. Anyway,